Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue the chapter number 5, that is mineral and power resources. In previous class, we have learned about mineral resources, how mineral extracted from earth. Then we have learned distribution of mineral resources, under which we covered the topic of iron ore, copper, bauxite, manganese, tin, and so on. In this chapter, in this class, we are going to learn power and energy resources. Most of the energy produced in the world today is from coal, petroleum, and natural gases. All these are called conventional source of energy. They are exhaustible or non-renewable resources like minerals, and so they need to use judiciously and also conserved for future use. Firewood and hydropower are also conventional sources. Non conventional sources of energy are solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, biogas, and thermal geothermal energy. They are inexhaustible and renewable. Coal, petroleum, natural gas are minerals of organic origin. They are called fossil fuel because they were formed from plants and animal remains that got buried under the soil many years ago. Distribution of power resources. Conventional sources of energy are those that have been used for a long time, such as coal, crude oil, natural gases, hydropower, and uranium rocks. They accumulate in the anticline or upfold of rocks. Petroleum. Fossil fuels comprise coal, crude oil, and natural gas. They are extracted from below the earth's surface. They are formed from the buried remains of plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. Crude oil, also called petroleum, is refined to produce numerous fuel products such as petrol, kerosene, aviation fuel, and diesel. World distribution. Two-thirds of this supply lies in the Persian Gulf and surrounding areas. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, and Qatar have the largest reserve. Russia, Venezuela, Mexico, Libya, Nigeria, USA, and North Sea, that is UK, Norway, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, that are sharing the oil discovered recently, are the world's major oil producing countries. Distribution in India. Till independence, oil was only drilled and refined at Digboi in Assam. Now it is drilled in Gujarat plains, the Cambay offshore area, and off the coast of Mumbai at Bombay High. Some oil is also found in the deltaic area of Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, and Mahanadi rivers. Natural gas. Natural gas occur in association with petroleum. It is used as domestic fuel to generate electricity. World distribution. It is found in the North Sea from Lancashire to Netherlands, Russia, USA, and Indonesia. Distribution in India. The gas resources are not being fully utilized in India. They are found in the offshore oil field of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Odisha. Exclusive reserves have been found in Tripura and Rajasthan. Natural gas has many advantages and gradually its use is increasing. It consists mainly of methane and other gases like ethane, propane, and butane. It is a source of energy for the industries. Gas based power plants can be installed faster. It is used as transport fuel or domestic fuel. Areas with large deposits are called reservoir rocks. It supports the fertilizer industry. Gas can be transported easily through pipelines. Nevertheless, increase in the consumption has led to their depletion. Burning natural gas can release toxic pollutant. Coal. Coal is found in the layer of sedimentary rock. Four different varieties of coals are available. The quality varies depending on the carbon content, which varies with time, pressure, and heat that acted on the rock during coal formation. Peat is a brownish substance and represented the first stage of coal formation. It has a high moisture content, burns with difficulty, and emits a lot of smoke. Lignite is brown coal and with 40 to 60% carbon content and plenty of moisture. It is the soft variety of coal. This constitutes 15% of the world coal reserve. Bitumen is black coal. It has 70 to 80% carbon content and forms 80% of the available coal variety. Anthracite is very good quality coal with 90% of carbon. It burns without smoke. It contributes 5% of the world's total reserve. Coal is a fuel used for making steel, generating electricity, and in the chemical industry. World distribution, it is abundantly found in the USA, China, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, South Africa, India, Australia, Germany, UK, France, and Canada. Distribution in India, coal is found in the state of Bihar, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. Other coal producing states are Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. New deposits found in Tamil Nadu, Singareni in Andhra Pradesh, Karba in Chhattisgarh, and Talcher in Odisha are being developed in association with the industry. Coal found in India is used by railway and the iron and steel industry. Hydroelectric power. The force of flowing water has been harshness for grinding grain and for generating hydroelectricity. It is clean, non-polluting source which give electricity at a much cheaper cost than other sources. World distribution, 20% of the world's electricity comes from hydropower. Many developed countries of the world are sustaining their industry on hydropower, like Brazil, Paraguay, China, and Norway. Distribution in India, hydropower is developed and generated by several power plants like Bakra Nagar, DVC, Hirakunda, Rehan, Tungabhadra, Chambal, Kosi, Mahatma Gandhi projects situated on Jog Fall and Shivsundaram on Kaveri in Karnataka. There are hydropower projects in the foothill of Himalayan, in the Western Ghat and the Tata Hydel Agency grid. Nuclear power. Disintegration of radioactive elements like uranium and thorium release nuclear power. Setting up nuclear power plant is very expensive. Disposal of nuclear waste is major problem. World distribution, USA, some European countries and Japan produce plenty of it. Distribution in India, we have some deposit of elements such as monazite and thorium in the beach sand of Kerala. These are source of atomic energy or nuclear energy. It is an expensive source of energy. Nuclear power station in India located in Kaiga in Karnataka, Rana Pratap Sagar near Kota in Rajasthan, Narora in Uttar Pradesh, Tarapur in Maharashtra, and Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu. Non-conventional source of energy. Solar energy. Solar energy is the most abundantly non-polluting and inexhaustible source of energy. It has a huge potential, especially in tropical countries. It has been successfully tapped for cooking and water heating. Water desalination, crop drying, and generating electricity. Use of solar energy has increased by 7 times with the help of the photovoltaic cell. It is expensive to harness solar energy. Geothermal. Geothermal energy is generated from the heat energy that is released from inside the earth through hot spring. It is clean and eco-friendly source of energy but costly to transport as plants are located far away from cities. World distribution. This is being tapped in Ireland, Italy, New Zealand, Philippines, and Central America. USA has the largest geothermal power plant in the world. Distribution in India, plants are located in Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh and Puga Valley in Ladakh. Wind energy. It can be used for providing water for irrigation and to generate electricity. It is a safe, clean, and non-polluting source of energy. Variability of wind energy direction and intensity are its drawback. Setting up windmill is costly. World distribution. Europe produces 70% of the total 25,000 megawatt wind energy in the world. Denmark, Northwest Pacific Coast, Southern California, Spain, and Northeast USA have ideal conditions for generating wind energy. Wind energy in general has grown by 13 times. Distribution in India, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, and Odisha have a good potential because of steadily high speed wind. Tidal energy. It is an energy generated from the tides by building dams at the opening of the sea. A turbine is installed in the dam to produce electricity. Gulf of Kutch has potential for generation of such power. Only Canada and France have successfully produced some tidal energy. Biogas. Biomass include urban waste, agriculture waste, and domestic waste. It releases methane, which is known as biogas. Biogas can be burned directly or converted to liquid biofuel, and the biogas that are burned as fuel, such as ethanol and biodiesel. All these sources of energy are important domestic fuels that substitute other sources of energy. Use of energy resources. Efficient use of energy and preventing waste are important. Sustainable and least polluting sources should be utilized. Every country needs to generate its own power to meet its requirement in the domestic and industrial sector. This can be done effectively by getting maximum benefit from existing power plant, improving the quality of reliable power supplies and use of renewable source of energy, checking power losses during generation and transmission, construction of energy efficient building, and efficient energy utilization using sustainable alternative sources, creating awareness about the use of energy, saving appliance for lighting, cooking, and heating in homes, office, and industry, forming a national grid which is integrated so that power generated from all sources can be pulled in and used effectively. Conservation of resources. All minerals and conventional sources of energy are exhaustible once they are consumed. They cannot be replaced or renewed. Therefore, planned utilization of these resources is important so that we have sufficient supply for future generation. It is necessary to reduce waste of minerals. Rapid consumption of mineral and power resources by rich industrial countries has already caused great concern. Most developing and underdeveloped nations are exporting their mineral resources to meet their needs of foreign exchange. Let us see how we can conserve resources. Metallic minerals are recyclable. Recycling means using discarded materials once again. Their use is possible through physical, chemical, or other changes. Reducing our consumption is another option. We should utilize suitable substitute and alternative to conserve minerals. For instance, biodegradable plastic have been introduced in recent years to conserve minerals. Efforts should be made to avoid waste in mining, extraction, and processing. Modern technology can be used to utilize poor quality ores and mineral fuels. Our thoughtless consumption level have not only created crisis but also added to greenhouse gases and air pollution. That's all for today.